Tech stuff can be scary, intimidating, and hard to use, but just 5 minutes using this genius site will actually help you sell way better and save you a lot of time. Let's take a look.
I'm Jess at Insights by Jess. I dig deep into what makes Etsy stores successful and where they can improve so that you get the full 411 on what's really selling and why. Let's jump in.
Chat GPT sounds complicated, and honestly, I had zero interest in ever checking it out. It wasn't until my husband, who's a data scientist and totally loves this stuff, really pushed me to take a look at it and see what it can do. And so I decided to play around with it a little bit, and it was so impressive. I just knew I needed to make this video immediately because it took me by surprise, to be honest. So, ChatGPT is super easy. It's super simple to use. It took me literally less than 10 minutes to sign up and play around and get the information I needed to get from it. And the best thing is that it's totally free, so it doesn't cost you any money to use this cool technology. So, what I basically did, and I'm going to walk you through the whole process really quickly, what I basically did was come up with product description intros that had amazingly great appeal statements and customer service responses that were fast and professional. But ChatGPT can do a whole lot more than that. I really want to take some time and play around with it more and see what all it can do, but I really don't have time for that right now. So for today, I wanted to make sure I walked you through how to set this up so I could show you how easy it really is, because it is so easy. It is not intimidating at all. And once you see the process, you'll be able to level up your sales ASAP. This takes no time at all. So please comment below if you've used ChatGPT for anything yet, or if it seems intimidating, because it really seemed intimidating to me. It seemed very high tech. In essence, as a basic summary, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence program like a chatbot or like a visual Alexa, for example, or Siri, for example, and it can generate text based on your needs or based on what you type in. It is super smart and it can be used for lots and lots of things, but we are going to be using it strictly for selling on Etsy. So let's get started. We are going to go through the sign up process really quickly here. It literally takes like less than 3 minutes. I filmed the entire screenshot for this whole video in less than 10 minutes actually, but since I'm doing a voiceover, I'm going to be talking and slowing things down a little bit. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the website. It is chat.openai.com. And first thing it does when you go to the website is check to make sure that you are a real person, a human, that you are not being tricky. So once it verifies that you're real, you can click the green sign up button and enter your email address. Again, you're going to click that you're not a robot, you are a human, just about to use a robot, and click continue. After you click continue, you can type in a password, any password you want, and then click continue again. The next thing they're going to do is check once again if you are on a secure site and a real person and all of that good stuff. So click that blue button to go through and they will send you an email. Now you have to verify your email. I promise they're making you verify that you're a real human 1,000,000 times, but if you think about it, this is a pretty smart technology, so they're just trying to make sure that you are who you say you are and that you are not, another version of ChatGPT maybe. So verify your email and then you can refresh the page and get started. Now they want to know who you are, so you can go ahead and put your first and last name in here. I didn't put my full name, so if you don't want to put your full name, you can put whatever you want, and then verify your phone number. So you have to use a real phone number here. I initially tried to use my Google phone number and it immediately shut me down. They were like, nope, this is not a real phone number. this is a virtual number, you can't use that. So I ended up having to type in my real actual cell phone number, and that worked just fine. So you can go ahead and type in any phone number that you can get text messages on, so long as it is not a virtual phone number like Google. Once you do that, it's going to send a code to your phone. And you're going to need to enter that code into the screen. Make sure you type the numbers correctly. If you're like me, you may be typing really fast and accidentally type the wrong number. That's not a big deal. Just go back and change it and it will let you through. And now, after that whole 3-minute process or so, we have access to this amazing, high-tech, cool stuff that is insanely easy to use. So you can go ahead and read about this if you want. It's just a little bit of information about how they collect data and what they do, and of course prompt you for feedback. Once you click done, you can go ahead and use the program. Now, all you have to do to use this, you don't have to do anything fancy at all. All you have to do is type in the little box below what you want. So I asked it to please write me a short paragraph to sell a beautiful mala bead necklace as a great gift idea. Now I included a few words on purpose here. I included beautiful mala bead necklace because whatever it writes, I want it to have the word beautiful in it. And then I said as a great gift idea because those are big keywords for my listing. So I'm going to have that in the tags and the title and all that good stuff. So I wanted to put that in the sentence as well. And this is what it generated for me. I was pretty impressed actually at how well they came up with this paragraph. I thought it was really beautiful, really well written, and of course it's kind of long, so you don't have to have the whole thing. You don't have to use the whole thing. If you're trying to make the intro to your product description, which is what I was thinking I could do with this, you can just take 2 or 3 of these sentences or just pieces of this and put it in there as your product description intro. It makes a great appeal statement. And I was really, really impressed because they captured the emotional appeal of gift giving as well. I especially liked this part that says, give the gift of serenity and style with a stunning mala bead necklace. It will be cherished for years to come. They just nailed it with the emotions. It's a great, great appeal statement there that makes me feel really excited to buy this and to give it to somebody else. So I didn't want to just leave it there with one product. So I thought, let's try another product. What if I have a coffee mug? Could it write me a great appeal statement for a coffee mug? So I asked it to please write a 2 to 3 sentences about a funny coffee mug gift. And here's what it told me. Now, this was a great paragraph, and I loved how they pulled out the fact that it's going to bring a smile to their face and add a touch of personality to their kitchen. Now, this particular response is for a general purchase. It's not for a specific joke, so it's not very targeted. If I was selling a specific coffee mug that had, for example, the coffee mug that I did a review on a little while ago, that had the little T-Rex with grippers, the little grip grabbers. I don't even know what those things are called. I'll have to put it up here on the screen so you don't think that I'm crazy. But if I was trying to sell this T-Rex mug, I would probably have been more specific in that sentence. I wouldn't have said about a funny coffee mug gift. I would have said like a funny T-Rex short arms coffee mug gift, or T-Rex whatever the coffee mug says gift. And it would have given me a much more specific response. But I love how this says, whether they prefer a witty pun, a pop culture reference, or a playful illustration, there's a funny mug out there that will suit their unique sense of humor. I love that. That sounds like something that would go great on my Etsy homepage, right, on my storefront page, because if I'm selling funny coffee mugs, that's a really appealing way to get people excited when they visit my store. So the next thing that I asked Chat GPT to do for me, and notice all I'm doing is asking it to do something. I'm just putting in one simple sentence to prompt. It's not complicated. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't require anything fancy to use this. So the next thing I ask is write 2-3 sentences about a Jessica's Last Nerve candle gift. Now here I'm being much more specific, right? I'm giving it a very specific parameters of what the item is. It is a Jessica's Last Nerve candle, and it's a gift. And this was the response that I got. I love how this instantly pointed out that it is a humorous and relatable gift for anyone who needs a little extra help unwinding after a long day. Because nowhere in my prompt did I say it was funny. But this chat AI knew that when you make a comment about being on your last nerve, it's funny, it's a joke. So I love how it was smart enough to pull that out and really give me a wonderful appeal statement that really targets and nails this product. So I really loved how it took these appeal statements or these description intros and gave me something really usable and engaging, because if you're like me, you've probably spent a decent amount of time just brainstorming and staring at your Etsy screen and thinking, when you're listing a new product, like, okay, how can I say something appealing or something engaging about this product? Like, how should I start this? And you're trying to say something that targets these specific keywords that you want to include. But Chat GPT really simplifies that process and does it for you. So you can take the whole thing it gives you, you can take sentences or pieces out of what it gives you, really just play around with it, because there's so much potential here. But that's not all that Chat GPT can do. So I really wanted to check out its ability to write me customer responses, because I happened to open my newsfeed the other day and see the most horrific story that really just made me nervous for Etsy sellers all over the world. I don't know if you've seen this story yet, but it's going kind of viral. And basically what happened is a woman bought a candle on Etsy. She bought it late at night, and I believe she bought the wrong one, and she asked for a refund. Now, I don't know what her intentions were, if she just didn't want it anymore, or if she wanted to refund it and buy the correct one. I'm not sure. But the shop owner was rude. And obviously, of course, I don't know the whole story, because what the woman is saying, what the customer is saying, is only a piece of the story, and there's always two sides of the story. So basically, according to the customer, the shop owner was rude, the shop owner was insulting and testy with her, and accused her, I believe, of getting high. And I will put this link to this article down below in the listing in the video description so that you can read the whole thing. But basically, it just was a back and forth between the seller and the customer. And what ended up happening is the customer made a TikTok video. And apparently, I believe it said she only had 11,000 followers. Yes, 11,000 followers, so not a lot. Probably more than most people. I think I have 2, and they're probably both my kids. And I don't post anything on TikTok, but one day. Anyways, 11,000 followers, so not hundreds of thousands, not millions of people, but this video racked up 2.3 million views, which prompted backlash on the store, and the store probably had to close, and it was just a hot mess. So of course, that's not how you ever want to handle a customer exchange. And when we're tired or we're frustrated or we've already had a rough day and something like a return comes through, especially if the customer's not polite from the get-go, because we all know sometimes Etsy customers are not polite, but sometimes we just have had a day and we may not be our most professional, kind, courteous selves. So I really wanted to test this Chat GPT and see what it could do in terms of coming up with great great customer service responses. So that's where I jumped back into Chat GTP. As I'm chatting your ear off about this, you're like, I thought you said this was a 10-minute process. But I didn't tell you I was going to talk the whole time. Anyways, testing out Chat GTP, I asked it to write me a response to a customer who is frustrated about getting their item faster. So a lot of times we have this problem when we ship something and USPS or UPS or FedEx or whoever takes their time, and a customer is frustrated because they thought it was going to come already and it hasn't come. This is the response that Chat GTP gave to me. And I loved it. It's so polite. It's so lovely. I don't know if I feel like I should read these responses out loud to you because it might be small on the screen, but also I don't want to annoy you by reading them out loud. So I'm going to read it out loud, but if you don't want to hear me read it out loud, just hit the quick 10-second button and skip through. So the response I got was, I apologize for the delay in receiving your item. I understand how frustrating it can be to wait for a package. Rest assured that we are doing everything we can to get your order to you as soon as possible. We appreciate your patience and look forward to providing you with a positive experience. Please let us know if there's anything else we can do to assist you. Which is pretty polite. So you can go ahead and take that really polite response, you can add to it, you can put some more specific information like here's how to contact USPS, or here's the link to your tracking, or whatever you want, and boom, done, good to go. Next, I asked ChatGTP to write me a response to a customer who doesn't know how to download their purchased files. And I loved this one, loved it. I have to tell customers this on an almost daily basis because Etsy can be glitchy sometimes, or maybe they've never done this before. So I have a saved response that is very, very similar to this already. And I was really impressed at how this automated answer was so close to my pre-made response that I put time and energy into writing and saving. So the response it gave me was, thank you for purchasing from us. I apologize for any confusion on how to download your files. Once your payment is processed, you will receive an email with a download link for your files. You can also access your files by logging into your account on our website and going to the My Orders page. If you're still having trouble, please don't hesitate to reach out to our customer support team for assistance. We are happy to help you. This is genius, you guys, because first of all, it thanks them right off the bat. Thank you for your purchase. Second, it apologizes. I'm sorry. I know this is frustrating. I'm sorry. Great it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Then it says, what the process is, and you can always tailor that to be a little more specific if you like. And then it says, if you're still having trouble, please contact me, which is great. I love that. Always invite the customer to contact you so that they can feel reassured. And lastly, it says, we are happy to help you. So just a little bit more security and reassurance that you are here for your customer. That is the absolute most perfect and beautiful response. And it was written by an artificially intelligent robot on my screen. I love it. So I love the things that this Chat GTP can do, and I really kind of want to push the limits here. So now I really want to stretch Chat GTP's legs a little bit and see how specific it can really get for me and how much information it may or may not actually need. So I gave it a really short request and a really specific request. And I said, write an appeal statement for a Sisters Forever t-shirt. Pretty short. I did not know which direction ChatGTP was going to go with this one. So the response I got totally blew my mind, y'all. I was super excited. This is so beautiful. Like, I need to go sell a Sisters Forever t-shirt just to put this response in there somewhere. If you sell a Sisters Forever t-shirt, take this response. Feel free to use it. Just type it down word for word. Pause your TV. The response it gave me was, sisters are more than just family. They're forever friends. Show the special bond you share with your sister by wearing our Sisters Forever t-shirt. This shirt is a perfect way to show your love and appreciation to your sister. It's comfortable, casual, and perfect for any occasion. It's a perfect reminder of the wonderful memories you've shared and will continue to share. Get yours today and let the world know how much you love your sister forever and always. So cute. So cute. I loved that. That is just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, next I'm kind of getting bored with the appeal statement stuff, so I kind of thought, what about product titles? Can it give me a good product title? I hate to bury the lead. Well, I guess I'm not really burying the lead, but it did not do so hot on the product titles, and I think really it's because I didn't have a lot of time to play with it, and I wanted to hurry up and get this video made for you because Chat GPT, I don't know about you guys, but it's all over my newsfeed, and I wanted you guys to have this information as soon as possible and really put it to good use. So, the next thing that I asked for it to do was to write a short sentence about my 10% off sale, which it did. It did a great little sentence. Not very specific, and I wasn't really, impressed, I guess. It was just a basic sentence. I think I was kind of getting bored with it by this point, to be honest. But that's when I decided, let's see if it can do product titles. So I asked it to write me a product title under 140 characters for a teacher tote bag gift. And it gave me a very short sentence that says, teacher tote, stylish and functional gift for the educator in your life. Now this is great. It's not a bad title by any means, but it's not very appealing. I guess it didn't give me a lot of keywords. I was kind of hoping for more keywords, and I guess I wasn't very specific because I did say under 140 characters. So I thought maybe I'll be more specific. And I then asked it to write me a product title that is between 135 characters and 140 characters. So I was super specific on this one. But unfortunately, it didn't do much better of a job. It kind of gave me the same sentence. I did change my request up a little bit and I added the word teacher appreciation tote bag gift. It didn't really give me much of a different sentence at all. It did say teacher appreciation tote, but honestly I'm probably not going to put stylish and practical into my title, and I'm probably not going to put educator either, because when people are searching for a teacher gift on Etsy, they're not going to say educator gift, right? So I wasn't super impressed with the responses that I got in terms of product title, but because I was really going through this pretty quickly, I feel like I might be able to take some time and play with keywords. And if I have all my keywords in place already and I just say, make me a sentence between 135 and 140 characters with all of these words, what it would come up with. So I do want to try that out. I will update you guys when I figure out how it does. But if you give this a try and you figure out how to get great product titles, please feel free to come back to this video and share your tips with us. And if you've used this already and you have any tips, share those too, because sharing is caring. So this again is a totally free service to use. It's super fast, it's super easy, and it is really, really worth your time. Honestly, the time you're going to spend just brainstorming appeal statements for your product title alone, this is worth it just for that, because it's going to take a lot of that brainstorming right out of your hands and make it super easy and sound beautiful at the same time. And if you have not gotten a chance yet, you should definitely check out this video that is filled with tips to get more sales based on proven research into buyer psychology, so that you can really knock your competitors out of the park and nail those Etsy sales. You can watch that one here.